Hey guys, it's me, Carrie Penny, the Happy Crafty Homemaker. I hope all of you are having a great start to your week. This weekend was a little, I don't want to say difficult, but busy in random ways. Not quite peopled out yet, but by the end of the week I will be, so it was kind of just taking some rest time, and I didn't get my flasher stash filmed as I had planned, but I did decide we'd go ahead and do this now. Oh, hold on one second while I shut my little door there. Yeah, didn't think y'all wanted to look into my closet. So real quick with the questions. What do you store your yarn in? I use cube storage, obviously. This is the small one, the 2x4, right? Yeah, 2x4. Do you sort it by brand, weight, or content? Well, right now, it's more or less sorted by weight, and as I show you everything, you'll see that. Do you like to keep basic colors or brands on hand, or do you buy by project? I buy it because I think it's pretty. And if it's something I think I'd make a blanket or a shawl out of, or a baby blanket, like I try to buy for that quantity, but that doesn't mean that oh, Pippin's knocking stuff over again. That doesn't mean that that's what I'm actually going to end up using it for. How do you store your scraps and what do you use them for? I've got a couple different ways I store my scraps, but I really don't have that many scraps right now because I have been working them for the last year more or less as I go. And the last one is, do you have a yarn inventory? Absolutely not. I have a vague idea of what I have, but yeah, I do not have. There's an old inventory on Ravelry from where I tried but failed miserably. So yeah. So let's get to the yarny tour. First off, like that's where I film normally. So that's all my fabrics. Now you've seen a whole recent swirl across. So both of these tubs here are the sugar wheels from Hobby Lobby. I just threw these up here last night because I needed my cutting table. And I've got two of these. These are both in brown. I think I paid like $2 for them. Pippin went through my closet into the workout room again. And of course, my favorite, and I'm not sure how this came loose, so I've got to take it down and fix the print in there. Pippin, knock it off. But my dragon with his hoard of yarn. So a couple weeks ago, Carla over at Crochet CJ said something during her Zoom chat that sent me looking for something that was in one of these. I can't remember what she said, but that Tuesday night, I ended up like pulling everything out. So I just got done resorting everything. And this is probably the first time it's been sorted since we moved in almost 2 years ago now. Just because when we moved, it was get it up, get the boxes out. And I think it's the first time I've actually sat down and, sorted stuff. So this is crochet threads. And then we go just wool lace for the most part. I've got some chroma from Knit Picks, palette from Knit Picks. I've got some of the Joann's old Sensation sock. And then I've got this a random wool. Yeah, the ones that are in plastic are the ones that I've had over 6 years for the most part. I got some more lace weight, mostly wool blends. Funnily enough, in that same Zoom chat with Carla, I found the blue one, or pulled out the blue one of these, talking about not knowing what to do with it. Well, apparently I also have a pink. So we come over here. This starts like my older sock yarns. These are Hanks. I did just grab some of the amigurumi yarn when I was at Michael's. Various brands of skeins. I've got some knit picks. There's woolly sock. This is a Mary Maxim sock, I think. A lot of these are Peyton and knit picks in here. There's some of the Felici. Now I do have a lot, mostly because I really wanted to do some of the hats. So this is the infamous whip wall where it is right now. Now, not all of these bags have whips in them right now. I do need to go through and make sure everything has an active whip in it, or it needs to come down. But yeah, this is where my whip wall is right now. Talking about yarn storage. One of the things I've been tossing just my worsted weight into this bucket, but these have been being turned into hexagons. So, all right. So this is the big wall. I really wish I had another one of those llama garlands, but oh well. So these are all size 2. And I've got like fancy sock yarns there. That's all Felici for the most part. Sock yarns. I think these are Felici and Peyton's too. And then they're really showing up very, very pretty. I bought this to do a hat and scarf. These are my baby yarns. All right, so this is moving to size 3. This is some of the Joy DK from Michael's. This is the Alara from Ice that I just bought. Got some Downton Abbey. This, I can't remember what I originally made out of it. And that's my little partial leftover of my whole skein. I really missed the TLC line. It was a great line, but there's a pattern for the Hermione fingerless gloves. And I really want to make it out of that. I got a full set. This is the Kai from Michael's. This is Ice Baby. These are Peyton Beehive. Now, this is not by weight. These are all kits from Crafty from before I moved. So I actually have my invoice pinned to this so I know what yarn went with what. And then this is my Sport and DK weight miscellany. Some of them are scraps. Some of them are things I had caked years ago, and now I'm stuck with them being caked. Now I did want to do, when I did this, we're starting with worsted weight. Anything with a wool content, I did try to put on the top for worsted weight, but that didn't 100% work out. But that is my sheepish collection. These 3 yarns are yarns from China, or actually from Taiwan. They were a gift from my stepson's girlfriend. I haven't worked with them because I'm afraid I'm going to ruin it, and I don't want to ruin it. So I've just been collecting it, petting it, and looking at it since I got it, which is a horrible thing to do, but I love it, and it's pretty. This one is so soft. There's my candy shop collection and my sweet rolls collection, which I really need to work my sweet rolls down. A lot of this is Woolies. This is a Cascade. That's a Woolies. These are knit picks and knit picks. Now I've got some of the like swish worsted. Well, that's actually a Cascade Satinteen, but I know these are all knit picks. Oh, and the bottom here is just some random wool, specifically size 4 yarn. My most shameful bin is my collection of Malbrigo that I haven't used yet. And there's all different sizes in here. This is actually leftover, and this is leftover. actually ruined the rest of this yarn, but that's a whole nother story. We win some, we lose some. We're still waiting. Acrylic. This is, that's a Peyton Impeccable. This is Lion Brand something. And these are Lion Brand and Red Heart. Whatever. These are Aurora from Hobby Lobby. Rando. This is a random cake. I actually frogged a scarf that was turning out horrible. But it's a Red Heart Glimmer. These are all Red Heart, I guess. Soft. These are some more size 4 wools. This is like Debbie Stoller collection stuff. Where it's wool and bamboo. This is wool and alpaca blends. So my clearance cupcakes. My 2 Red Heart bins. There's my banana berry and my black light. And neon speckles, which I really love. Rando wools. Now I have Blossomopolis. I love this yarn. I do have some of the knit crates. Now this is not from the knit crate. I actually bought this separately with the double down clearance. Because I really liked the tapenade color. And I got pimento with my thing. Those are both, I love this yarn. These are Shawl in a Ball. These are Universal leftover from a blanket I made. I'm not sure. I think this is the soft yarn that Michael's had before Impeccable. These are Tent Sale. That's a Red Heart Soft. Leftover size 4 acrylic. And this is a cake of Shawl in the Ball that literally was falling apart. So I just caked it up real fast. Whee! Lots of squats. That is a knit crate. This is Wool of the Andes. Most of this is the same. Some of this, ooh, finger in the camera. These 3 are actually like the Carrie Natural. They did like the spa line and stuff. This is Mary Maxim. And then this is, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Eat Sleep knit kits for the most part. The red that was in here, I just ran out of room and stuck it in there. But years ago, they did these kits. They did a Malabrigo of the Month kit, and then they did the Kingdoms kits, and I didn't finish all of them, so there's that. This is all Pirouette. It's one of those ruffle yarns. I bought them to do pillowcases. That's what I had left over. It was like buy 12 for like $4. I mean, it was ridiculously cheap. All right, this is where we get by brand. So all of this is Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday or Go Team or Universal version of the same. And then aside from what Miss Carla just sent me, which is a Universal yarn, this is all anti-pilling too. This is my order from Ice. This is Red Heart. And this is all Venus. Peyton's Venus. The purple, I actually bought a sweater quantity of. This was one bag. And I mean, once again, it was like $3 for 12 of them. So the next one down is, we're now up to all my big chunkies and things like that. 1 pounds. This is the Endless Impeccable in black. Because I was running out of black until I found these. And was like, okay, I don't understand. But whatever. I don't know how this much black yarn can hide in plain sight. But whatevs. All of this is Vanna's Choice. Vanna's Choice has been my go-to acrylic for a very long time. I also have found some amazing deals. And then these are either single balls or there's some like leftovers down in there that are left over from other projects. Ugh. This is really hard to do single-handed, just for the record. Because I don't want to like stick y'all in my cabinet. Worsted weight sparkles, different brands. Then I've got all that Barcelona that I bought on sale. These are novelty randoms. I've got, this is all Peyton's. And see, these are different colorways. But I think if I alternate rose, mine was the rose one. The one Carla sent was cinnamon. I think I can alternate the rose and make that blend. I'm excited. Peyton's Misty. Woolies Thick and Quick. These are both Hobby Lobby yarns. Novelty cording or chained. Bulky. I think these are Peyton. Boa and that kind of yarn. These are both Red Heart Chunky, which I found for $1. Novelty. This is Bulky Balls. That's another one from Carla. Some scraps in there. Classic wool, or not classic wool. Touch of Alpaca. Woolies, Touch of Alpaca. And then Charisma tweeds from forever and 3 years ago. And then these are a Vanna's Choice Chunky, which I didn't realize was chunky until I redid my stash. I do have a couple cones. I've got 2 of these. I've had them for forever and 3 years. I'm not sure where the pink one came from. And this, it was actually donated to the Prayer Shawl Ministry, and I replaced it with 4 of these, which are the 1 pound balls from Lion Brand, because only one person could take from this at a time. So I figured it was just easier to put that in my personal stash and just swap it out. These are both Moroccan tile kits. What I really wanted was the pattern, but at the time the pattern was not being offered separately. So I asked for the kit for Christmas, and my husband thought they were 2 different kits because of the way they had it pictured. So he bought both of them. So I actually have 2 colorways. But that is my yarn stash. And that's how I store it. These 2 bins are where I'm putting together my 500 subscriber giveaway package. That's my paper crafting, vinyl crafting. I still got to figure out what to do. I did not mean to buy this many wine glasses. But yeah, so that is my... The room's not hideously horrible right now. It's not great. This is actually all the yarn I got for my birthday last year. And it is set aside specifically because it is special. And I actually wrote a whole blog post on these. This is that beautiful cotton she gave me for my birthday. Once again, Universal keeps coming up. This still needs to be a summer scarf. It's absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I mean, I started my St. Patrick's Day cards, and then this whole area needs a full redesign. Sewing books, knitting and crochet books. But yeah. So that is the tour of the as clean as it's been since before Christmas craft room. There's my hexagons. And that's my novelty yarn scrap project. My bolts of fabric. But I look forward to seeing the rest of you guys' stash. That's cheesecloth. It was going to make some mummies and never did. But I look forward to seeing the rest of you guys' stash, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.